really bad. Are we on time? Are we on time? Hey, Maggie. She has her microphone. Oh, I wanted to make sure you knew you had your microphone. Okay. All right, we're here. I wanted to be on time really bad today. I think we might be a minute shy of being on time, but we are striving for that, and that was our goal today. And then I remembered it's the State Fair Blue Ribbon Grand Champion Day, and we're all ready to go with that, but I kind of forgot we were doing it today. So it's Thursday for all of you that aren't sure, maybe some of our retirees that don't know what day it is. Diana is here.
Never.
And
Pop-Tart Day.
Pop-Tart Day.
Oh, Pop-Tart Day? Diana just told us her breakfast, lunch, and dinner is Pop-Tarts. So
I need to go to the store really bad.
Is there any way you can put a little bacon inside those Pop-Tarts, get a little protein?
Bacon bits.
Oh, bacon bits. Hey, everything's better with bacon. So you guys, we have a lot of people watching. Chris is here for some paper therapy, and Juanita's here, and Donna and Laura. We got lots of fun friends, lots of friends watching us. It's the Thursday. We passed Hump Day. Diana is here with tower cards, and they're not just tower cards. They're like amazing tower cards, and she's got about, I would say, 25 different ones to show us, and amazing, including the elf here, and one with pictures of her own flowers, which are beautiful, and also her friendly little goldfinch bird that visits her. And we're going to do that. She's going to show us how to make them, and it's going to be a great day. We've got the new Lawn Fawn. If you're familiar with Lawn Fawn, they had a big release at midnight last night. And what we're doing up first is our Blue Ribbon Grand Champion product. And Maggie, you wore your blue shirt today.
I did.
Did you
and I have my name
purpose?
tag, but it's just not. Yes, I did.
Okay, so Maggie's here. Maggie's behind the scenes of all of our Blue Ribbon products. And tell us how you like that. I've enjoyed it a lot myself. So we just completed the Iowa State Fair here in Iowa. I guess that's kind of silly, the Iowa State Fair here in Iowa. The State Fair, and Maggie's idea was to have a blue ribbon product. Each staff member picked their favorite product, and it's not easy at all. And we have a blue ribbon prize, so everybody picked their favorite. Janet put them all on the blog. They're all here on Facebook. And then we had somebody vote for, or had everybody vote for the grand champion. And this is our prize from Sizzix, and it's got the the die brush and pick accessory kit from Tim Holtz, and the shaping kit from Tim Holtz, which is it's in this nice plastic bag with a blue ribbon, of course, and then his little tool caddy, and that kind of shows you the dimensions of it. So Shelly, our rep from Sizzix, provided the prize for our Blue Ribbon Grand Champion, and really one of our viewers gave us the idea to do it. So to do the grand champion, Maggie's behind all the blue ribbon prizes and the blue ribbons on our name tags and her blue shirt
and the name tag I don't have on yet.
And Maggie has the results. So we're going to start with the results, and then we're going to show you the new Lawn Fawn release that we have, and then we're going to head over to Diana and just learn how to make amazing tower cards. So Maggie, she's got her, it looks like
I have the results.
She's got her results.
I feel like Ryan Seacrest on American Idol. Are you ready?
Yes.
Diana, dim the lights.
So, sure. Maggie, a lot of people are commenting that the blue ribbon was lots of fun and they enjoyed it. And it talked about a lot of products they hadn't thought about for a while.
I enjoyed seeing the staff's favorite products, but then I loved hearing all the customers on our video telling their favorite and why.
And why.
I loved it. I just loved really reading it. Yes.
And we had well over 300 votes. So yes, that was amazing.
I saw Penny and Dawn back here yesterday counting them up.
Yes, they were counting. Ernst and Young was here.
Yes, it was very professional. Very professional the way they were doing it.
So yes, we do know who won. And are we going to start with the fourth place?
We're going to start fourth place. Fourth place with a total of 30 votes is Distress Inks. So we'll just Distress Inks.
And Maggie, this was your favorite.
This one was my favorite, yes.
And we carry all the Tim Holtz distress inks, the oxides, and all the re-inkers. And even the mini ink cubes, we carry those also.
Yes.
So we
They're
stock
just so
these
pretty.
very well. We are rarely out of stock on these. Thank you, Maggie, because she restocks all of these.
I keep looking for some that need to be restocked.
And they are beautiful.
They are.
So Tim, thank you very much for making all these wonderful colors. And the latest color, which we all are loving, is the Uncharted Mariner. And we do have that in distress and oxide and the re-inkers. So remember that if you've got an ink pad and it seems a little dry, you can easily just get yourself a re-inker. And
Should we tell Tim that he's amazing and we just love his products?
We do love Tim's products. He's
amazing.
Great vendor in our store.
Great inspiration. Okay, we're going to go to number 3.
Number 3, all right.
Not too far away is the Sizzix machines.
Oh, and I love that the Sizzix machines won.
And I think you almost need to add the Sizzix machines and Penny's Sizzix sidekick together. So in all reality, they got some really good votes.
So that would be the Big Shot, the Sidekick, the Big Shot Switch, the Big Shot Fold Away, all of those great Sizzix machines. And another shout out to our wonderful Sizzix rep, Shelley, who's providing our Grand Champion prize today.
Okay, number 2
Ooh.
is the Elizabeth Craft dies and also the Tim Holtz dies that Janine showed.
Okay, and we're going to have to go 2 places to Elizabeth
Yes,
Crafts.
we need to also take a look at
Here's her
Tim's,
little Tim. Here's one of her little Tim people.
Janine has made these guys famous.
She has. They've been, I don't know, cheerleaders and Elvis and leprechauns and all kinds of really funny little critters or creatures or people.
And then the Elizabeth Craft, Kelly.
There's some right back here.
There, I forgot.
And then we've got a whole wall of Elizabeth Crafts. So this is the new Elizabeth Crafts Christmas. And there's the stamps that just came out, and then there's lots of the dies.
And Janine takes these and just does her magic with them because they are amazing.
Plus she's organized with them.
Oh
she's
my
got
gosh.
a notebook for them. So these are the Christmas ones, and then we'll just buzz over to the wall so you can see the other ones that are non-Christmas. But the thing, Maggie, that I think is really nice about the Elizabeth Crafts are the prices. Because if you look at a die set, you're getting quite a few dies in here, and this is $21.99, and they're large dies too.
I agree. Look at this one. You get the lantern, you get greenery, you get the candles, and they can be used together, but they can also be used at other places. Plus, I like how they give you the completed design on the other side.
Yeah, you get ideas.
She does a nice job of that.
All right, let's head over to the other Elizabeth Craft section.
Would you like me to hold the camera?
This is fine.
For you?
So we're going to buzz over here. Oh, we're going by that new Mente Botany paper, which is just gorgeous. Diane loved this when it came in. And then here's our Elizabeth Crafts wall, you might say. And we have a lot of different ones. There's several for Halloween that, Maggie, we're going to have to get these in our Halloween section.
Oh,
So I love that haunted house. And I love that spider web. This is one of the new ones here.
Oh, yes. I didn't even realize that we had all those, Kelly.
Yeah, we're going to move those today. And then the other thing, perfect for State Fair, we had all of these little animals and farm type things like the scarecrow, and we have the barn. I love the corn, all the little animals. There's a lot of barns and animal showings and fun on the farm types of things at our State Fair here in Iowa. Yeah, they're adorable.
And Kelly, my favorite scarecrow is over in Halloween. We have to show that.
Show that? Okay.
Because that's one of my favorites.
All right, let's go show that.
It's over here.
All right, I'm going to follow Maggie over.
We put it in Halloween only because they make the jack-o'-lantern face, but you could easily take off the jack-o'-lantern face and just make it fall.
Oh, so it's kind of could do either.
I
All right.
love
oh, yeah,
this.
Maggie does love this one.
And if you like ink smooshing, these pieces, cut them out of watercolor paper and ink smoosh them. They're
And
really
that's
cool.
called Scarecrow. And and he's got little rats with him, or
Yeah.
mice too. How much is that, Maggie?
It is $12.99, and
Oh.
it's an amazing die.
That's a good price.
Although yesterday I think I kept hearing ink smashing and ink smooshing,
Maggie,
and
we're gonna hire you to do the next ink smooshing. For sure.
I kept hearing ink smashing.
Well, I wasn't. I don't know who. Did I say that?
I think Dawn said it once.
Dawn
I
said it,
had
I
to
don't
laugh.
know.
It was a good laugh.
Well, we had trouble because I didn't have the right paper. So we'll have to. We're
I
gonna
heard
redo
you
it.
laughing about that. I didn't actually
I
see
had,
that.
You know the paper from the copy machine?
Yes,
That's
doesn't
the
work
paper
very well,
I had.
does it?
No, it didn't work at all.
No. Okay, are
All
you
right.
ready for number one?
We are ready for number
Okay.
one. We're going to go back this way.
Slowly walk over this way.
Okay, we're going to go by this Art Options number one, and I think a lot of you are, if you have one of these, you are probably going
Should we
to
do a
agree.
drum roll?
Oh, yeah, Maggie's doing a drum roll at the Simple Vintage Lakeside.
I can't do that with your tongue.
Oh, I
Can
can't
you
do
do
it
that? Can you roll your tongue and do that? drum
Donna
roll?
even said drum roll. She knew just what you were doing.
Okay, here it is, number one. It's the Misty. And we have to agree, Kelly, it has been life-changing for stampers.
It is. And we did stamp with this yesterday on our video, so if you watched yesterday, you kind of got a little bit of it to see how wonderful it is. And that was Val's pick, so congratulations, Val. You picked a good one. And this is the stamping tool that allows you to stamp perfectly every time. Most incredible stamp tool invented. So if you have questions about it, we might have to show it again since it won.
And then the accessory.
That's the Stampendable, and that's a nice little add-on, a little stocking stuffer. Jennifer said she picked that, and Wendy Jean says yay. So we really aren't surprised because it is a great tool, and if you stamp and you're not happy with your stamping, or if you don't stamp and you want to stamp, we highly recommend it. And we do have the mini Misty, which is a little bit smaller, and then we have the regular size Misty. And there is a memory Misty that's 12 by 12, and it has been unavailable for several months, so I don't know when that will be.
And a lot of people are really liking the bars instead of the little round
Yeah, and I recommend taking an
magnets.
extra magnet also.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Or when the Tim Holtz sticky grid mat comes back in, you can use that to hold your paper down. Or you can get the sticky mats from the Misty. You want to grab
Kelly,
one of those?
we have been selling these. I didn't know they existed until just recently. This is a great idea.
They're new, and they were out of stock for a long time also, and then all of a sudden they were back in stock. So,
Well, what
pretty
I
cool.
struggle with is when I start with a brand new stamp and I ink it up, it picks up my card and moves it a little bit.
yeah, especially the acrylic.
So I heard that this is wonderful for that.
That's got 3 sets of mats in it, and they all have different grids. You know, like one might be 1 inch or ½ inch or something like that.
And you can use them over and over again,
Oh yes,
right?
absolutely.
Wow.
So thank you, Misty. My
I think I'm putting that on my pile.
Maggie's going to put that in her pile. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, the other thing we should mention, I think these are like $1. If you have an older Misty and maybe your numbers have wore off, or maybe you want to change up the color to teal or white, we do have the replacement little ruler stickers, and that would be for the original Misty. And
$1.
they're $1. Or maybe you just want to stick a ruler on your work surface and have that too. Might work out.
Kelly, that is a great idea. So many times I want to measure ribbon, but I don't want to get up and get my ruler.
Yeah, there
could
you
have
go.
that on your-
There you go.
Great idea.
I do love your shirt, Maggie.
Thank
It's
you. I
very
like it
appropriate.
too.
That's
I love the blue.
Rhonda was wearing that color yesterday. All right, so now we need to draw a name. Now what we did was anybody that voted got their name in the drawing. Oh, we lost one on the floor.
Oh, we wouldn't want it.
And so there's over 300 names, and I want to give a shout out to Dawn and Penny yesterday because they put all the names in the basket and they went through and tallied up the votes.
I'm shaking.
And then we added to it this morning the people that voted after they did that. So we're all caught up, and we are drawing for. Do you want to show the prize again, maybe?
Yes, that's a great
We're
prize.
drawing for the prize that we got from Sizzix and our sales rep at Sizzix.
3 pieces.
It's a Tim Holtz items. And I love it that Sizzix was one of our top contenders.
That is so nice.
So now we need a drum roll, don't we? So Maggie's going to draw a name.
Did we drop one again? Oh,
Yep.
here it
They're
is.
falling out of our basket.
Okay.
So we are going to draw a name.
Drum roll.
Diana's got the drum roll going.
Okay.
Maggie, we have a lot of people watching this morning. So this is it. This is the grand champion prize winner person.
Are we ready?
Maggie's getting her glasses on. We're ready.
The initials are
She's such a tease.
MS.
MS.
Marcia Shannon
Oh, Marcia,
is
congratulations.
our winner.
So Marcia, if you want to give us a call, we'll figure out your prize. Well, we won't figure it out. We know it's here, but we'll have it on hold for you. If you are from far away, we'll figure out how we're going to get it to you. So Maggie, thank you again for all the wonderful
That was fun.
blue ribbon fun. I think now I feel like the fair is officially over now.
I think we can take a
And there was
blue ribbon.
1.1 million people that visited the Iowa State Fair this year. And they had a record-breaking day on the last Saturday for the most people ever in one day. So that's pretty amazing.
Yes.
And we had a record number of people that voted. So I think that's great.
And we had a lot of state fair visitors too that were
Yes.
here for the state fair and stopped in. That was nice.
It's great. All
All
right,
right.
we've got Diana here, and we need to show our Lawn Fawn new release before we get started with Diana. And we need to do that. And then I also want to tell everybody about the. Are you coming back,
I'm
Maggie?
coming back.
We also want to tell everybody about the Shop Hop because our Shop Hop passports are ready to go. And we need to go get one. Diana, would you mind getting one? They're in the receiving room on the table. So Diana's going to go get one. Now yesterday, if you watched yesterday, we were using this limited edition Christmas stamp from Impression Obsession, and it is the red rubber stamp. And Maggie, when I said something about the stamp sticking, these did not stick to, the first time I used them, they didn't stick to my, pull the paper on my Misty. So I don't know if it has something to do with red rubber versus clear.
I think you're right. I don't have problems with my red rubber stamps.
And these are $17.99, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stamps in here. And here's a sheet where I stamped everything so you could kind of see the images. They're very detailed, which you can get that on red rubber. You'll notice the Tim Holtz stamps are always red rubber, and they actually are really nice to stamp with. And a lot of detail. And here's a card that we made. This was designed by Impression Obsession. And then I also, on the fly, we decided to stamp it twice and fussy cut the bow, and we cut it out and popped it up, and you can kind of tell. And then let's see, what else did we do? Here's one where thank you, Diana. We stamped it on craft and just added some white Blizzard Nouveau drops. And then Maggie, I got to coloring with the Copic markers and I couldn't quit.
Yeah, I saw that on the video
And
yesterday.
I picked up green. I don't know why, but I've got a green, green, green. And here's a watercolored one. And we do have the stamps still available. So if you didn't get one yesterday, they're still here. It's
and
a
I
nice,
liked your tip yesterday about if the string wasn't long enough, you just added.
Yeah, just take your marker and draw a fine tip marker and draw it on. So that we still have these available. They're $17.99 for the 10 stamps, and they do have verbiage and images, which I always like that. So Maggie, yesterday also, since you're here, we should put in a plug for your I Put a Spell on You mixed media frame. And this is going to be a virtual class, and it's going to be
to go up to
on
that eye.
September, she likes the eye, Tuesday, September 13th in the afternoon. You can make this without the virtual class because it has directions, but you could also join Maggie right here on the 13th.
It is so easy. It's a very easy kit.
And here's her little coaster.
Did you see I added little green eyes on that cat? I thought he needed eyes.
Yes, I did. A little Nouveau drops.
Yeah, he needed eyes.
That's mischievous. And then another one that's really a nice fall canvas that Maggie designed is Wild Like a Flower. This one is $16.99, and it's on a canvas board, so it's very solid. And Maggie has die cut everything for you, so all you have to do is get out your stuff and have some fun and get it assembled.
Well, that was nice. Jan wanted to know if those were real feathers.
Oh, we didn't mention the feathers this time.
That is Tim Holtz's, is it Feathery?
Feathery, yep.
Feathery. He's got a new dye that's called Feathery, and I cut those out of watercolor paper and actually ink smushed. So
She smooshed them or
in the
smashed
class,
them, right?
we will smash that ink.
Okay, so then Lawn Fawn had a new release today, and we're pretty excited about it. We'll just show you everything that we got. These are going to be online under Dyes or Stamps and Lawn Fawn. And this is Merry and Bright, and it's $27.99. And I've got one made up here. And they actually use glitter paper in the middle. Isn't that pretty?
Wow.
And it pretty much covers your whole front of your A2 card. So that's all you need.
Nice.
And they added a little character there, and you could do that or not do it. And then we also, this one I think is pretty cool. This is the snowman, Build a Snowman, and it's $22.99.
Look at all those pieces.
Oh my gosh, and look at here. They sent us one made up. I love it.
Oh, wow, that is so cute.
So you can kind of make him how you want. If you want a different color of hat or scarf, he's got the little cardinal. And Diana, I know that you love cardinals.
And what birch stamp, is that a
It looks like a stencil.
stencil? Do they have that?
I don't think we have it right here, but we do have we have a birch stencil.
We do,
from
yeah.
Photoplay. And then this one says Happy Fall. So it's all one die. They're all connected. I love connected words.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your whole card front for you also. It's called Giant Happy Fall.
I like that.
And then we also have a giant Trick or Treat. And I want to thank Katie yesterday because she got these all checked in and got them in the computer and got them ready for us for today. And then look at this one. It's a moon with a bat. And that one's called Full Moon. So it's going to emboss all those little moon circles. And we do have, I don't know if you can get up close. You can see those little spots on the moon, craters or whatever they are. It might be hard to see on the camera.
I can see them, yep.
And the bat is kind of cool because he's actually two pieces. So you could pop up his body from his wings.
Oh.
Very
So
cute.
that just embosses those craters, doesn't it?
Yes, yep. And then we have this, let's see, Celebration Scripty Sentiments is new. And then we have Merry Messages. Isn't that kind of cool? You know, Mary's our theme for October 14th and 15th, Merry Makers. And there's
Perfect.
Merry Messages. And then here's another one that's a nice little sayings. This one's called Happy, Happy, Happy.
There's Mary again.
Yeah, I love it. And that one is $7.99. And then this is not brand new, but I do love it because it's big. And this is Louis' Alphabet. And that's $49.99, which I'm sure is because that is so nice and large. Maggie, we have the numbers to match. So if you want a larger font, Louis is the way to go. And they're really kind of a fun, cute font. It reminds me of our typewriter font here at our AccuCut Center.
And what's nice about that size is it's great for putting titles at the top of your
Right,
scrapbooking.
Scrapbook page. And this one is Henry's ABCs.
Oh,
This is $24.99. And here's a little sample of it on the back. I didn't know
like
if
that
Louis had a
font.
sample. Oh, here, look at this, Maggie. They showed Louis on a card. So you could use it on a card also. So if
I
you're
like
looking
that
for an
font.
alphabet die set or a number die set, we also have Finley's Numbers for $9.99. It's called Finley's 1, 2, 3s.
I like those names.
I
Kathy
know,
wants
it
to
must
know
be
if we have a
people.
catalog we send out.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine a
Sears and
catalog at
Roebuck.
Memory Bound? Okay, and then you guys might remember Julie Belden came in, our friend Julie, and she did a whole morning of pop-up, the platform pop-up cards. And I'll flip this over so you know what I'm talking about.
Julie's watching.
Well, good, Julie. We're gonna show you what else we got. So then she also showed us the platform pop-up add-on. So this is $15.99 for the add-on and $35.99 for the pop-up. And the add-on is kind of the back piece if you want to add a back piece. But now there's another add-on. There's another guy in town, and that is the platform. I don't know what this one is called. It just says platform pop-up. add-on. But this one then is a little bit different. Whoops. Or maybe, sorry, I've got them mixed up. This is, I think, is the original one with the clouds. And this is Platform Pop-Up Hillside.
Okay.
So there's two different add-ons. So if you get the pop-up platform for $15.99, you can add these on and just do something a little different with them. So the one with the sun and the cloud already existed, and the one with the stars is new.
It's always nice to have something for a backdrop.
Yeah, I think so. And then this is also the pop-up platform Hillside. I'm going to be all confused by the end of this because my piles are a little shuffled here, Maggie. All right, so then these are not new, but these are back in stock. This one I think is beautiful. It's called Spring Flowers. And basically you cut it out, and it is the front of your card. I'll flip it around, and you see how it's got the stitch border and all the flowers around it. And then you have all these extra flowers that you can pop up on top. So all of these in the middle, you trim out of there.
Okay.
And then you can make your flowers, you can pop up. And this one says Happy Spring, but you could change your colors on your flowers to fall colors and put Happy
I
Fall
was
in
just
the middle.
going to say that. I thought that would be perfect.
So you could definitely do that. And then these are kind of cool, Maggie. These are, let's see, what is this called? Simple Stripes and Simple Stripes Diagonal. So what this allows you to do, when you die cut this, it cuts your paper into stripes, but they have the stitched edge. So then you can cut out different colors or the same colors and make them in different color schemes.
So they are separate pieces that fit back together.
They are. They fit back together. They've got the stitched edge.
You quilters out there.
Yeah, or
Quilters
you
would
could
love
do
it.
your team colors. People are going back to school. Maybe you want to make something with your school colors. You could do fall, Halloween. And then we also, since we're showing the big words, okay, we already did that. We also have Get Well Soon, which is $13.99, and I'll flip it around. They've used it on a slim line here, but you could also put it on an A2 horizontal card.
Would that fit inside that Spring Flowers?
I don't think so. No, it's
Horizontally,
too big. It's a little too big. A little too big. And then we also got back in some of their alphabet stamps. So this is Violet's ABCs, and it's $14.99. And if you look close, everybody, the letters are squared off on the sides. So if you make a word, you know how sometimes you use sticker letters or stamps, Maggie, and that you have to kind of finagle them? These are lined up, so you just put them back to back next to each other, side to side.
That's genius.
I know. I remember meeting Kelly, and this is Claire's. I remember meeting Kelly from Lawn Fawn many years ago when they were new, and she was so excited, and she was explaining this to me, what they've done with their stamps, so that you could easily make your words.
So smart.
And no one else has copied it yet that I know of. All right, and then we are very fond of their glue tube, which is a skinny little glue, and now they have the giant glue tube. I think it's called Giant Jumbo. The Jumbo glue tube is $8.99. It still has the fine tip on it. It might be a little bit less fine, a little bit bolder than the glue tube, but it's got a nice tip and a cap, and it's $8.99, and I don't know how many, 2 ounces of fun, it says. I never thought of glue as being fun. It's more of a necessity, but
it can be.
It can be. All right, so that's the new Lawn Fawn. It's online. It's available for purchase. Today's the first day for it. And then we want to show our passports. So there is a shop hop, an Iowa, Illinois shop hop, October 1st through the 15th, and we've been asked to participate. So we were sent passports to print. So we've got them printed. They're ready to go. It's called Harvest the Scraps. And then when you open it up, it tells you a little bit about it, and then it's got places for you to get your passport stamped. And it also lists the 10 stores that are participating in the shop hop. So it's October 1st through the 15th. There's prizes. Most of the stores, I think it tells you in here, they're offering discounts. A lot of them are giving you like 10% off your purchase. And this is $20, and $5 of it goes to the Breast Cancer Alliance, which is perfect for October. And that's why we have the pink pumpkins.
I love the way that each store is listed along with their address and
Yes.
their website.
And some of them have the
address.
hours, and there is a website
Perfect.
for this. It's not on here, but we can post it on here on Facebook. So if you want to go to the website and learn more about it. And like I said, we were asked to participate, and we're in Iowa, so it worked out perfect.
I love
So let us know if you have questions about that. They are available now, and I think there's prizes according to how many stores you visit. You can get so many entries into the drawings,
And you
there's
can order
lots
them
of
online.
prizes. Yep, they're online. Okay. Whoa, I'm out of breath now, but I think we're ready for Diana.
it. All right.
So Maggie, thank you so much for your help this morning and for the
You're
blue
welcome.
ribbon
That
fun.
was fun, and congratulations, Marcia.
Yes.
Mary said that she held her breath when I said M, and then when I said S,
Oh my
she
gosh.
exhaled.
Oh my gosh. All right,
There
I'll
you
take
go.
this. Thank you, Maggie. So did somebody grab Marcia's slip here?
I laid it right on top.
Right
Oh, you
on
got
there.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Marcia Shannon. Oh, here we go. Here's her name right there. All right. Diana has been working
Hello.
diligently. Oh my gosh, making cards, and you
Couple
are
hours.
going to love it. It's amazing. And there's so many, I just lost track, if you want the truth. So where do you want to
Yeah.
start? Do you want to show us the cards and then show us how to
I
make them,
think,
Diana? or
yeah, I
what?
think I will. That would be the easiest way. I think is to go down the line and just show them to you. These are all what they call tower cards. However, there's several varieties of tower cards, and I think we've had tower cards on before, maybe way in the past.
I think
but-
we did. I think we had the basic. Chris came in and made,
made
some
some.
tower cards, and we still have a couple out in the store.
So hopefully you'll have some new ideas here.
Oh, I can't wait, Diana.
So anyway, the basic tower is just, you have the tower in the middle, which is a square, and then you have four, I don't know,
Sides?
appendages.
Oh,
I don't know what you would call them.
kinda, it's
Sides to it.
appendages
yeah.
or sides.
Exactly.
And Diana, show how it folds up flat, because I think
And
that's
so
pretty
then
cool.
it folds up like this, and this would be a 5x7, and then it would fit in a 5x7 envelope.
That's
Better
what I love
instead of
about
having
it.
And you can fold it any way you want. So whichever you want to have be the front, you can put
And
that
this
as the
one
front.
Diana made with Fright Night from
Yeah,
Photo
Fright
Play
Night.
Papers, one of the
And-
top Halloween collections this fall.
And some of these, or any of them, you can put pockets on them and do them up that way so that you have a place for,
Little cash,
little cash,
gift.
little counterfeit cash, and
Diana
gift
made
card.
I don't know that I should say this out loud. Diana made her own money for that one.
yeah, well,
So
it's not very spendable.
If the feds
So
show
we're
up,
good.
if the feds show up today looking for Diana, we're gonna hide her in the back.
I got that whole dollar bill there they're going to get me for. So anyway, we have all the different sizes of cards, and I do have all the measurements and stuff. We might be able to put those online.
We will get a picture of this and post it, and Janet will put it on our blog, because I think it's amazing that you
Yeah.
actually got up all the.
Yeah, this
all the
little
dimensions for
size is what do they call this? They call it a note card.
Okay,
Just
so that's
a note card. So
size.
it'd just be a little note card. And again, you can put pockets on them. You can also leave blank spaces so you can write on them
love
if you
that.
want to write the person a little note, because that is a note card, right?
Leanne says she could send them to her grandkids.
Yes, absolutely.
This one's beautiful.
This one is an A2 size. So that would be
Yeah,
that
flip
size.
through that one so we can
And
see it.
again, I have pockets on it. Have best wishes on that. It's just whatever fits on your two panels that you can put on there. There's another.
And there's a counterfeit
a
Olive
pu-
Garden
yeah,
gift
that's
card.
that's a counterfeit
I
also.
love
So this one is a 4x6.
Oh,
This
that's
birthday.
cute.
So I guess an A6 is what they call these. And
Well,
so it's
I
a
love that
birthday.
you can make them in all kinds of sizes.
Yeah, just whatever size you. And you just can have all kinds of little things in there. And again, you can put a gift card or something in it.
Diana, what I love about it is how they stand up, so you could enjoy it. I
Yeah,
could
so
see,
you can put them.
like sending it
Yeah.
to, say, maybe my grandma or somebody, and they could set them out and
Totally.
enjoy the cards.
And this has got my kids on it, but you could put your kids or the grandkids on there. This would be a good grandma card. And just.
There's Barney.
Yep, that's
Let's see them all.
my Barney, my
Dakota.
Dakota. Dante, and our little girl Willow.
And Willow's the one that watches TV. If
Yes,
if you've heard us, she watches
she's my baby.
TV, which is hilarious.
She keeps her brothers going, let me tell you.
Janet, they say these are, or Janet's posting, but Diana, people are loving these. They say they are so beautiful and fun. Okay, so and you got.
So then we're down to this one, and this is a slim line.
Oh my gosh.
So this one goes into a slim line for you. So it has a little bit more length to it, to some of the panels.
And
but
you
again,
got all the dimensions to these. Oh my
yes,
gosh.
I got the dimensions to all of them there. Now there's a little pocket.
And this
you
looks
know.
like one of our new Christmas collections, but I can't
yes,
name it.
it is, and
Cannot
I
name
can't
it.
either right now. I'd have to
I
go out
recognize
and
the
look.
Santa.
And so, and this is another slim line, but this one I ruffled the edges. So I used the new, or it's not new, it's very old
Well,
actually.
speaking of lawn fawn.
Lawn fawn, yeah, edge dye on this. And so you can, you
Okay,
could,
let me zoom in. Okay, so instead of having straight edges,
right, you have the scalloped edges. And I guess I use this like
oh
for the
my
front.
gosh,
So
look
this
at
is-
that.
So this is the front, more or less.
Oh my
or
gosh,
what I use as a
Diana.
front. You can use anything as a front. You can use that one. That would be pretty too.
So you could get a poinsettia
Mm-hmm.
die. She cut it up with glitter paper,
Yeah.
and it's very striking. Oh my gosh.
And these are some of the dies I think we've had in before. I
Looks
don't know
like
if we have that one.
spellbinders.
Yeah, we've had these in like last year or whenever.
Those are
And these
amazing.
are just stickers. But again, a pocket. Put a pocket on it.
Now those lawn fawn dies are only $9.99, and you're going to get
Yeah.
all three of these borders, the scallops. They're stitched and scalloped.
They're very
So let me get
fun
up
to
close
do.
so people can see the stitching. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, we can
Tell
see
it
it
on there.
perfect. And what's cool is they're longer. I think they're even longer than an A2.
Yeah, they are. So you can really center it on your end, you know, so you don't have so many.
I
Okay.
feel like we're having an open house, Diana.
So it is sort of an
People
open
are
house,
loving
isn't it?
The hearts are just, they're not stopping. People love it
Okay.
so much.
So we'll go to this one, and this is called a 3 or 5 tower card. I've only made a 3 tower here, and I got my little Santa. This is our little
Well,
Elizabeth
speaking
Craft
of our
Santa.
number 2
Yeah, Elizabeth
blue ribbon
Craft.
product, that's from Elizabeth Craft.
He
Let's
is
see
so
what-
fun to make.
I can't pick it up.
Oh.
Now. It's called Christmas Figures. So it has all the Santa like you saw Diana make, but then it has a lot of other things, like
That's
this
got
little
a
frame
deer.
and a little clip and the deer, and it's $22.99.
So Santa
And
does
she's,
well.
she's
And
got a
again,
wobble on him. He's on a
yeah,
wobble.
he's on a wobble.
I
And
have-
again, he will fold down. Now this one probably takes a little bit bigger because I forget how tall.
Is that a 6x6 maybe?
Yeah, I believe it is now that I say it. Yeah, it's a 6. So it's however tall your tallest tower is, and then of course you measure it that way. So it would be a 6
It's
by
amazing
6.
how they fold flat.
Yeah, and they are quite bulky. So I'm thinking I haven't even put one in an envelope yet. And I'm thinking, yeah, they might be a little bulky. You might have to get a next size up
It depends,
envelope.
yeah, to
you
make
know,
them fit. It just
to
depends.
make them fit. And again, I just made a little card
Oh, I
holder
didn't
on
see
the
that on
back
the
that you could
back.
stick something in if you wanted to make this a gift. These are the 2 towers. I made them, but I didn't put them on him. That you would decorate just like these,
So if you
and
wanna
then
do a
put them
5
on.
tower.
So a 5 tower would actually, then the next 2 towers would go down, and he'd even be bigger than a 6. You'd almost have to have a legal size
Yeah,
envelope
probably
of
a
some
bigger
sort. I
envelope.
don't know how.
But thank you
But-
for doing that, because when you said 3 tower or 5 tower, I was thinking,
Yeah.
I wonder what a 5 tower
Yeah,
is.
and
So-
the 5 tower would look like that. I thought that was a bit much, so I didn't put the extra 2
so
towers
the
on.
tower card is just doesn't have it's just the inside. So it's basically these are the towers put together instead of the towers with the extra.
Right, it's
flaps
just
or
these
whatever
just
you
have the
wanna
one
call 'em.
tower, and you build your
But they
card
all
around it.
slide.
These are just you build your card from towers.
Diana, Jan really likes the idea of crafting her own money.
It's so easy. You just put a real one on the scanner.
And Elena says thank you for the variety. And
Eh.
guys, Diana is amazing. I don't know if she sleeps,
Oh,
but she
yeah, I do. I
she
do.
just
I actually
is
sleep.
very busy and does so many cool things.
So this one is called a tag tower, And you can probably see why. It's got all these little tags on it.
So rather than having a solid side, it's like
Right.
it's cut into 3 pieces.
So it would fold down like that.
Oh, and look at the witches peeking through. That's
Yeah.
really neat.
And they just fold whichever way. Again, you can fold them whichever way you want to fold them.
And everyone, can you tell Diana likes glitter? Glitter and bling.
Yes, I like glitter, color, and bling. All of the above.
Hey, I've wanted to see that witch with Google eyes. I love it.
And there she is. I don't know if you can see
That's
her.
the retro
They won't
Halloween
Google,
die
but-
from Tim Holtz.
Yep, that's this one.
Jennifer used it and loved it, and I think Teresa
love
might
it
be
too.
using it or has used it. And I'm getting one of those.
It's really a
I'm
cool
getting
die.
one too.
So it's a tag die. And this one is, I want to say,
Is it, it
it
looks
must
bigger.
be a 5
I
by
think it's 5 by
7.
7.
Yeah, it must be a 5 by 7.
So we will
anyway.
take pictures.
Yeah.
Diana was so kind; she typed up directions and things for us, and we'll take pictures of all of that for you today.
And this is another tag tower. And this one I use the new 49 a Market winter, what is it called? Winter
Wishes? Holiday wishes?
Holiday wishes, whatever. And then I used the sayings, I stamped them off of this little set here and cut them out with the dies.
Okay, so Holiday Wishes and Merry Christmas came from this photo play stamp set. Let me see what the name of it is.
Yeah, all the greetings on here came.
It's called, can you see the name of it, Diana? This has got it covered up.
It's a Wonderful Christmas. It's a
Oh,
wonderful
it's from, okay, it's from there. It's a Wonderful Christmas.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
know, sometimes it's hard to find snowman stamps. So this is a really good one, and it's got the hot chocolate. And she would have used these 2 stamps right here, and you heat embossed it, and then she used the coordinating die to cut them out.
And I used a postage stamp die, and I can't tell you what brand it is
wonder if it
because
was
I've
Hero Arts.
taken it off of its original wrapping, of course,
So
like I do,
Well,
unfortunately.
Hero Arts has the stacking postage stamps, and I bet
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
you just want one that fits, fits in there like that. So I cut the backgrounds out, and then it's a great use for these little stamps
So that, okay, that's the
because
washi tape.
otherwise
And
there's
you
not
could
a
do
lot
this,
you can use them on.
all of the collections have these little washi tapes that look like stamps. This is the one from the Christmas.
Yeah,
But
you can
could
use
do
any
that
of them.
with all of them, and there's a variety in there, and they are $5.99, and I don't know if it tells us it's 5 meters, whatever that is.
It's a lot, let me tell you.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And then
Because
they
mine's
fit
still
perfect.
going.
So if you wanted to get the Alina collection and make a card with that, or the Serenity.
And I think there was, I want to say, 13 or 14 different
styles?
ones, so I didn't have to use the same ones too many times over,
That's-
only twice. And then again, I just put a white panel
For
here
greeting?
for greeting, for whatever you want to write, however you want to do that.
Well, it's really, really gorgeous. That's beautiful.
And then the last one over here is the diamond tower, and you see why it's called a diamond. It is just, it's a regular tower.
Okay, there's the
But-
regular tower.
You want it to sit like this so you can see your front. And it's just decorated on the front. And one of my very, very, very favorite dies is the little sunflower. He's so cute. Look how tiny he is. He's just so tiny.
It's very cute. And so this
Oops, I have
die.
this one upside down.
Well, I didn't notice it right away, and then I saw the hello.
I know, I've done that 2 or 3 times, set him up upside down.
So you get the leaves with this die, and you
Yep.
get the sunflower. There's what you get in the dies.
Yeah.
And Diana, can you flip that over and tell us how much that is?
That is $13.99.
$13.99. And Diana
Well
is
worth
very
it.
partial to sunflowers
Yes,
in
I
general.
am.
She has them all around her home, and we're
Everywhere.
going to see that too, I think, on another one of her cards.
So anyway, yeah, so I put the sunflowers on, and basically these are held together. You have a bridge of sorts, so we use the leaves here as the bridge between the
So that
2
holds
panels.
it, so it's
So it's kind of a combination of a tag and a diamond.
very cool.
And then I also use the vellum for the background. I just put the vellum onto the background. It just makes it more solid. You can't really see that it's vellum.
So
but
the
it's
vellum's
sure pretty.
$15.99, and I can't see. Oh, you get 24 pieces, and we've
Yeah,
shown
you
this.
get a lot.
It is a beautiful collection. We have reordered it 3 times. Val made cards with it. I think it's pretty much back in stock, the 6x8 tablets and the embossing folder. And you're going to find it if you go to shopping and go to new items. And I think it's Crafter's Companion Sunflower.
And this is just a same kind of card,
Oh
but
my
a thank
gosh.
you. And again, you just, if you pick out any of your flowers, flower dies that will stretch across 2 panels, then
So that's the trick, isn't it?
that's the trick. Or
That is the
that's-
trick.
Yeah.
Diana, beautiful, beautiful. And what's even better, everyone, we've got more, and Diana's going to show us how to do it.
I am going to show you how to do it. Okay, so these,
I'm just taking my time, Diana, because everybody wants to see.
that's okay. So
And she
these
has
are the
even more.
last ones, and these are hexagon towers, basically made the same way as a tower, except they're going to have 6 sides on them. So I started out with this one, and this is that poppy paper that we had
We
early
might
in
still
the.
have, we might
We
still
probably
have some.
still have some, because you could use a 6x6 pad for any of these. I think that would be a great use of 6x6 pads, because none of these panels are that big. So
They're pretty
I just
small,
made
and
a
they coordinate.
yeah, and I just put it, and again, they just fold down like
Love
that.
They fold up flat.
And that would be an
oh my
A2.
gosh.
So they would just fold down flat, and you just fluff them out.
These are the cards I would call a wowzer. When you open up your envelope and you take that out, and it's going to be really, really cool.
This one's the one with all my flowers that I put, and my goldfinch.
So these are photos that Diana
These are
took.
actual photos that I made. I think I made them into, or I printed them off as a 3x5 or something, and then just cut them down. So,
Yeah, very
so
beautiful.
that would again would be a good one. This one again is the 49 and Market paper,
It's the new Christmas.
and it folds down. And
Oh,
this is a
and you-
5x7.
Oh, and okay, did you use the 6x8 paper pad for this, or did you use the full
Yes,
papers?
I've been using the
the
6x8 for this one.
6x8, because that truck on the front, Diana,
Yeah.
the way she cut it out,
Mhm.
so the truck would be right there.
Right. And my very favorite little poinsettia. Look how tiny that little guy is. I just love
and it's
him.
got the little
And that's this
dimensional slots.
Yeah, that's this guy.
That's from Spellbinders. It's called Christmas Blooms.
We have a lot of them.
We have a
They're
lot of them
so
because last year it
gorgeous.
was a big seller. And now there is the new one that's larger, bold Christmas blooms. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have this, you might want to add on the bigger size because they coordinate very nicely.
Right. And I used the little beads out of there, the little gold ones for the centers, which were perfect for this paper. It radiates the.
And these are from Buttons Galore, the little
Yep.
embellishments, and you'll find those online under gems and, and I think Sparkles and Gems is what it is. But
And
Diana,
again, there's
I
another
love
pocket.
that. I love the pocket with the tags.
And then you can just stick tags, another gift card, whatever. You can put a little blank card in there and write on it, however you want to do
It's
it.
amazing.
But it just, again, you can open
It's a
it.
beautiful collection.
You can enter it or open it any way you want.
And this is the Octagon Tower.
Hexagon.
Or hexagon.
Six sides. I haven't tried 8
Could you
yet.
imagine an octagon?
And I couldn't stop until I had something made with the elf.
Here's the elf, and this is new.
So
We
this
just
is
showed
our
it this
brand new. Yeah.
week. I totally had Katie in mind when we ordered this because I know she
I
loves the
know
elf movie, which a lot of you do.
So again, it's a 5x7 because most of those things fit on
And
better
we
on a
still have the elf
5x7.
in stock, Diana, but I reordered it anyway because I know it's.
Oh yes,
I know we're
it's
going to
go-
sell out of it
It's going
soon.
fast. We've been selling a lot of it. So again, just some tags or gift card. You could put anything in there.
That's just so funny.
But yeah, all his little sayings are in, that you can get in there. So I thought that was really
That
fun,
is.
fun one.
Diana, Sue wants you to know that her uncle is in the Guinness World Records for having the most flowers on a sunflower plant.
Oh, how many does he have? Because I've
I-
got one with almost 30 now.
Okay, so Diana's, so let us,
I'm trying to
so Sue,
figure
if
it out.
you know how many he's got, let us know. Diana's really curious. She has one with about 30.
I have a couple of them that are just I don't know. They're exploding.
I don't know how
So
they're
I'm
growing
gonna
so
stick
well at
over
your
here.
house. Maybe because
I don't either.
Diana's in a new
Lo-
area that probably used to be a farm
loving-
field, so it's
Yeah,
really rich
they're
soil.
naturals. I don't know about
Denise
that.
said she made Halloween tower cards last year and used cut-aparts, so cut-aparts work well.
Yep, cut-aparts work great.
Everybody loves this, and we're excited to see how to make it.
So the first one that I made was called a Pinwheel tower card.
Is that one
with
the basic
four?
one?
Yeah, the basic
Let me
ones.
grab one.
And so we're going to do that first, because if you know how to make that, you can do any of them.
So we're going to make a basic one first.
Just a basic one.
And Diana is so organized.
And
She's got
telling
everything
you.
cut and ready to go.
Yes, but it's so easy. And I'm not going to decorate them today. I'm just going to show you the basics.
Okay, we got a quick question. The poppy paper is made by Paper Rose from out of Australia, and we can have somebody look to see if we still have it. I don't know if we do or not, but it's very possible that we do. So we'll check
I think
that
there
out.
might be some over there. So the basic Pinwheel tower, because if you want an A2, now if you want one of the other sizes, you don't have to be so particular about how much edge you have. But basically they will cut it as a 4x4 or 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And the reason is you're going to score it every inch, and then it leaves a 1/4 over here. But that way you don't get it all mixed up, you know, when you're scoring. The rest of them usually give you a 1/2 inch over here, but then that would be 4 1/2 and 4 1/4, and you'd have to figure out which is, you know, which is your 4 1/2.
Oh no, that's hexagon. So we do have some measurement sheets that we'll post also later, so you don't have to worry about that.
This is the one
So
for that.
you're starting
It's
out,
just the
we're
most-
making the base, and this,
Right.
it's 4 1/4 by 4 1/4
This is for an A2.
for an A2.
So I've got all the other measurements for the other size cards will be on this sheet. For each of the ones I made, the slimline, the little note card, the
Right.
4x6.
I'm just going to show this up close, Diana. So this is the 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. I don't know if you can see the score lines. So she scored at a 1/4, which is probably where they're going to attach, and then every inch. So she's got 4 1-inch sections, and then, oops, oh, I had it focused for a second. And then she's got the 1/4 inch.
Yeah, and basically, if you start scoring and just do it every inch,
Oh, you're going to have your leftover.
you're going to end up
I
with
see.
your extra 1/4 inch, okay? And since I already have this scored, but boy, my little cutter
All right, this is the new crease,
caterpillar
Caterpillar crease.
is wonderful.
We have a bunch of them coming. I ordered them yesterday.
Yeah, they sold out.
Chris
but, oh
got
my
one
gosh.
and loved it, so then Diana got one, and I don't know who else got one, but if the staff buys something, you know they like it and it's something good.
So then you'll just crease, of course, on all your score lines, which ends up with this little 1/4 inch over here, and that's where you're going to glue it, or if you want to use score tape, you can. I'll just use glue on this. I think if I was going to like make a kid's card or something, I would probably use score tape.
Mary asked a question about the directions, and we will take pictures. Diana was so sweet. She even typed up measurements and things, and I will take pictures of all of that to be put on our blog.
And if
All
you
right,
just
so you just
fold
glue
it in
it
half,
together.
yeah, glue it together, and there you have your tower.
So far, so easy,
So
Diana.
that's the same with all of them. Even the hexagon, you will just
You just
score
use a
it where I've got
different
the
size,
score
but it's
lines.
still 1 inch,
Well, and you may, I think
just different sizes.
the bigger one is 1 inch. The other one might be 3/4 of an inch. I don't remember.
So Diana, you
But
just
they're whatever.
simplified this for me. So now we
So
made
that's
our
your
little,
tower.
That's our little tower.
Right. And so then I cut 4 panels, and I read one place where they said that if you use like regular cardstock, heavy duty cardstock, it makes them pretty bulky, and it does. But they still work okay. It said to use the designer paper, which
Designer
is
paper.
what this
But
is.
you made one out of 49 and Market,
Yeah, and that one's
and that's
really
pretty
heavy.
heavy paper. All right,
Like
I'll
I
be
s-
right back. I'm going to go over there.
Okay.
So this one, she made this tag one out of 49 and Market. And is this on cardstock, Diana, or is this actually 49 in market paper? I think
It's actually 49.
49
Everything's
market.
49
So
market on it.
their paper is super heavy, but
Yeah.
it's still, it works just fine. But maybe if you had
Yeah.
100-pound, you might
This
want
is
to.
the pack that I used on that.
That's beautiful.
So it is beautiful.
All right.
So you got the tower, and then basically, and you're going to do this the same with all of them, you're just going to start attaching. And you can flatten this out as you go. Again, you can use it
Diana, I
however you
started
want.
using liquid adhesive on one of my albums, and I really like it. I know you've always been kind of a liquid adhesive
I do
gal,
use a lot of it. I do use a lot of
but
liquid
I
adhesive.
absolutely love it now.
And
I
you
mean,
just want it to go to where your bend is here and cover one side. So you're like that. That's how you get them
Okay.
started. And then you just continue on around your tower. The next one,
You're making it too easy.
and if you want them all to go the same way, I should say. Like when you twirl it, you want to see all your plaids or your yellows, then you've got to just watch how you put them on. Just make sure that they're all even, which they are. And just go around your pinwheel or your tower. I'm not attaching these.
Diana brought all
well.
these in a couple days ago, and I went wow. And I think everyone is going wow now.
They're very fast and they're very easy.
But they don't look like it.
I know, and once you make one or two of them, you'll see that. I mean, the first one, of course, just like anything new, and there's your tower card. And then you just decorate it however you want.
So
and most of these I have put what you cut the panels, but it's usually 1/4 of an inch smaller. So you
once
know,
you get the basic, you could figure out.
You can
if
figure
you have
out.
a ruler, you could probably measure it
Yep.
and then make it a little bit smaller.
yeah, you absolutely could. So that's your basic pinwheel one. Okay.
Diana, I'm very inspired, and I think a lot of other people are also.
Now the two that were a little bit different, so you can see that the tower, the 3 and 5 tower card, basically you make just the towers and you attach them side to side and decorate them.
Diana,
So
do you
that would
know
be-
what size these panels are? Some Kelly's asking.
That's an A2.
We know the tower was 4 1/4 by 4 1/4.
By 4 1/4, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4.
Okay, so these are 2 3/4 by 4 1/4,
And let me see though.
which
Yeah.
makes sense because 2 3/4
Right.
times 2 is 5 1/2, and that your card is
Yeah.
5 1/2 by 4
Yeah,
1/4.
they're going to be half the width of whatever you want your card. So when they fold down, they will fold down to an A2 size. So that
Diana,
is
I
it.
just want you to know a lot of people are going to make these, so you are very inspiring today.
So
Okay,
the-
so this is the diamond
this
one.
is the diamond one, and the diamond one.
I'm going to go get one, okay? I'll be right
go
back.
get the diamond one.
I want to have the diamond one to show you because they are a little bit different. They still, like Diana said, they have the tower. And earlier she showed us that you could take the tower and it is square, but then she makes it so that when it sits up, it's more diamond,
It's got
and
a
then you have
diamond
the
tower
pieces.
to it. So the tower base on this one's 8 1/2 by 4 1/4, and you score it every 2 inches. So it is
So it's a little
scored
bit
every
bigger.
2 inches, which gives you your 1/2 inch on the end, and that's where you're going to attach it. Now, simple to attach these. I think if you just bend this down one score line, and you've got your glue on your little 1/2 inch, all you got to do is bring this flap up and seal it.
Oh, I love it.
And then there's your tower, your diamond. Okay? So that's as simple as that one gets. That's very easy. And then to put your,
Yeah, this is the part that we're wondering about.
okay, so on this one you want your I don't know what you call these little strips. you want them to be, I did a couple of them and put, whoops, I got too many there. You're going to end up so these hang over exact same amount on each side, which is 3/4 of an inch, and I have that there too. So that's where your centering ruler will come in. There's your center right there on this score line.
Oh, true, yeah.
So if you put your 0 there, maybe I can do it better here. I don't know. Maybe I can do it better if I get the scoreboard out, because that scoreboard is very deceiving.
Yeah.
If you're looking through those lines, it makes you dizzy. So let's see if we can do it better this way. Okay. So you want the 0 right
At the center?
on your, on one of your score lines. Okay. And you can tape your ruler down, you can do whatever you want with it. So these are going to hang over the same on each side. And a centering ruler will go off the same. It should be about 3/4 of an inch, which is right there and right there. So that's perfect. So then you would, on one of them, you're going to just tape it down on this side, or glue it down. So we're just going to glue this one on this side just to get it glued down. And this side's going to stay free. You don't want that side to be glued.
I'm glad you're making one of these, because you're doing things I wouldn't have known how to do.
And then, let's see, it's going to go this one.
Carolyn says she has to clean house today, otherwise she'd be making these cards, Diana. Hopefully you can make them tomorrow in your clean house.
Just go ahead and make them. So this one will be glued on this side. This one will be glued on this side. This one will be glued on this side. So the bottom one is glued on this side. Each one of them are the opposite side, and again you're going to line it up so they hang over 3/4 of an inch on each side. Pick it up, put a little glue under it. And you probably will be putting more glue than this, but
This is good for demo purposes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you really don't need your centering ruler, because you can just do these.
Line them up.
Line them up. So this one is glued on this side. So we want this one glued on the opposite side. So we're just going to put some glue there.
So on the opposite side, and if you're just joining us, Diana is making this diamond tower card.
And your last one, you just center these.
Elena told her to clean house fast.
Yeah.
My thought would be, are you having company?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I probably would do the cards and not clean the house. Okay, so every other one. So these two are glued on this side, and these two are glued on this side. So when you set it up,
I see. Okay.
Okay, so now all you have to do is decorate it and cut out whatever you want to put on it. If you wanted to put flowers on it, like I did, some leaves that bridge.
Leaves, birthday candles,
right,
graduation hats, depending on Christmas themes.
Yep, you can do anything that will bridge these two and bridge these two. And just put them on and put a greeting on, however you want to do it. You got plenty of room on your back too.
So the bridge basically is what kind of makes it sit like it does, Diana?
Right.
So she's talking about these
I think
leaves
that keeps it, in the diamond shape.
She's glued them together.
Now I also have dimensions for the little guys, and they will go in underneath.
Okay.
Where your other
I didn't
parts.
even realize that. Okay, so
where your other parts aren't.
Here on this side of the tower, oops, let me pick it up a little better.
Yeah.
You'll see she's got some paper
So
on
the
those short
papers,
little sides.
Yeah, you want the paper, or you
So
don't
it
want the
matches
raw
and looks
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So you would just put those under there and center them. So anyway, when you
Diana,
set it all up.
That is amazing.
So that's how you do a diamond.
Oh
And that's probably the hardest one here. This tag one I'm going to show you next real quick too is the last one. But
the tag
this
tower.
is the one that needs to have
Is that
a
this
ruler.
one?
Yes,
Okay.
the tag.
So we've done the tower, and we did the diagonal tag tower, and now we're going to do the tag tower, which would be like this one that she made with the Art Options Holiday Wishes. And this is the one where she used the washi tape stamps and then put them on top of the Hero Arts stacked postage stamp die. This one looks like it has a few more pieces, Diana.
It does have quite a few more pieces, as you can see.
And Beth asks for the measurements of these strips. So these strips are they like an inch?
Let's see which one.
We're
was
looking
that.
it up,
That
but
was
we're going
the
to
diamond.
post all the measurements, so you don't
Okay,
have
the
to worry
long
about it.
strips are 1 by 5.5.
So 1 by 5.5. Now,
And then
think
if you
about
mat them, the mat top, which I have on here, are 7/8 by 5 3/8. And again, you just go down 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch, however much border you want around them. And then the little short guys underneath are 1 7/8 by an inch.
if you think about it, this
And we
is an
didn't mat
A2
those.
card, so they're 5.5, which is an A2 card standard size,
Yep.
and that's by 4 1/4, and which is what her base is. And then these are all an inch, and that gives you just that little space between them. So the measurements make a lot of sense if you think about an A2 card.
Yep. And we'll post
Okay,
those too.
now we're
so
doing
you
a
know.
tag tower.
So this is a tag tower, and again, you start out with a 7.5 by 5 1/4. So this is going to be another A2. And this one you score at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7, and you will end up with your 1/2 inch
Little
overlap.
gluing area.
Yeah. So again,
Elena wants
you
to know
put-
if you're the one that made the infinity card. You have made an
I have
infinity
made
card
infinity
before.
cards. Yeah.
I think
I don't know
Chris-
if I did a.
Chris made an infinity card on our video.
Yeah, I don't know if I've made one on the video. So again, if you just fold it down on your first score line,
Oh,
and then
Paula.
you got Paula.
Paula
I
did
bet
it.
she did, yeah. And fold it over again, and you have your tower. So that's how easy the tower is. Now, these guys, they are 3.5 by 1 3/4, and then 3 1/4 by 1 1/2 if you want to mat them, which I'm not matting them, but and then these little guys will go in the centers.
Would they be like the striped pieces, Diana?
Yeah,
Or-
those little. Well, that's a whole tag there.
Oh,
These
so
are
behind the tag, like
tags.
right in here?
Yeah, this behind the tag, or 1
So
1/2
on the
by
tower. Those will
yeah.
actually go on the tower.
1 1/2 by 1 1/2.
Okay,
or
and
what those
Martha
little guys
asked
are.
about a kit for these, and we won't have a kit because you can use any paper, whatever theme you're doing, but we will have a blog post with the measurements and the pictures of the samples, and then you can always go back and refer to this video if you need to also, and Janet will also link today's video to it, and you can fast forward to the back end of the video so you can see Diana if that's what you'd like to do.
So on this one, we're just going to alternate our tags. So just start on whatever side you want to start on, and you want your tag to come off the side.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to put 2
So
tags like that.
So there's 3 tags per side, and Diana's putting the top one and the bottom one facing the same direction. And
That's
then I
just
bet
start
the
with-
middle one goes the other direction, Diana.
It goes the other direction. It does.
Elena says when she makes this type of cards,
So-
people are fascinated with the construction.
Yes, definitely.
And they are, and Diana makes
Now-
it look so easy.
Just make sure that this middle one that's going to go in here has plenty of room in there. I mean, it's not overlapping or anything, or it won't
okay.
fold down.
Cannot overlap.
So once in a while, you have to just shave your 1/8 of an inch, your 1/16 of an inch if you have your
Which
cutter.
you can do it with your Caterpillar, right?
Yes. So now we're really slapping this together, girls. So.
Let's cross our fingers. Well, Diana, I appreciate you showing these and making all these card samples. I think a lot of people are going to be getting fun cards from Diana. Oh, okay.
So then when you start on the next side, you want
You
it
just
to
go
come
the
through.
opposite. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, okay.
And this one will fit in like that. And this one will fit in like that. And then you'll just keep
Okay,
going
I'll let you
going
glue
around your
while you
tower.
glue those on. I'm going to
Okay.
show some of the product that you used over here. Diana is using the Barely Art glue, which I started carrying, maybe 6 or 8 weeks ago here at Memory Bound, and
I love it.
people are loving it. And Diana is a big liquid glue fan, so if she likes it, you know that it's good. And then she uses the Caterpillar crop for all of her cutting, and if you do need to shave off a 1/16 of an inch, that will do it. And Diana showed us this
Last week.
last week. It was her blue ribbon product. And then she's got the Sunflower Collection vellum paper here, and a really beautiful stamp set called Jolly Snippets from Penny Black, all about Christmas and winter. And then this is the Tim Holtz ruler, and it is a centering ruler on one side and a normal ruler on the other side. And Peggy, that comes and does stitching, uses this ruler for her stitch holes, and you can see those right there for marking. And then there's our elf guy and the postage stamp washi tape that she's using, or that she used. So you are just going around the card and you're doing it opposite each time.
Right. And if I was going to map these, I would map them before I put them on.
Okay.
It's just a lot easier. This one I didn't do so much. I actually put the card together first and then just flattened it like this to put these
And then
little
did your
individual,
things.
because I put 2 on each long tag. So, but if I was, yeah, I would.
So if you're going to decorate them up a lot, you might want to do
Yeah.
it before you attach the pieces that they call tags.
And truly, that goes with any of these cards. A lot of them, I put the mats on first before I put them together. It just, especially on the big
Well, you can have
side.
more of a flat surface that way.
Yeah.
The company for the Jolly Snippets, that is Penny Black. And I mentioned it, but those are $17.99, and you do get a lot of different tidings on there. And it's like Christmas and winter. So kind of a good stamp set that you picked out there, Diana.
So you got all this, and you're basically it's done. It will probably take you a little bit longer because you want to glue them a little bit better than I just did. But then you got your 1.5 inch ones, and those would go like right onto the inside of those little tags that are hanging out where my white is.
If you had two-sided paper, would you need to do that?
No, not necessarily.
So you can if you want
had,
to. I see
yeah,
you
if
did
you
it on
had,
here.
If you had something,
So she put it right on
Yeah,
there,
I
the
just
stripe. So
wanted to
I guess
bring
it
that
depends on the
stripe.
look that you want.
yeah, the look that you want.
Oh, but that's adding a
But
lot.
then-
Oh my gosh.
You know, you can decorate them again. If you're going to stamp something on these or something, I would do it before you glued it onto the tower, because it's, I mean, you could probably stamp, you know, and I think I did on a couple of mine because it was an afterthought.
Oh, I think I'll stamp there.
Yeah, but
Well, if you put it
you
in
know,
your Misty, it'll
you put it
still
in your
keep
Misty and
in
hold
the
it
same
down
place.
good. You can do it.
Diana,
So that's the tag one.
That is amazing. So we did the basic tower, and then we did the diamond.
The diamond tower.
Diamond tag tower. And now she did I call it the tall tag tower.
It's just the
but
tag
it's a tag
tower. Yeah, tag tower.
So
Totally.
Diana, that has been amazing, and thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm going to take pictures of all your cards so we can get them out there. Amber says she needs a day of fun card making. She's
Definitely.
got to sip out of the box. Thanks for the inspiration. And she's still got to do her pop-up die. And Janet linked that Jolly Snippet stamp set if you were interested in that. Diana, thank you a bunch. Thanks to all of our voters for our Blue Ribbon Grand Champion. Maggie, thank you for all of that Blue Ribbon fun that we had. Diana, we so appreciate you being here today, and we'll get some pictures so we can post all of these beautiful cards for people to see. And tomorrow's Friday. Today we're here till 7. So stop in and see us if you're in the area. We'd love to see you. Remember, the Shop Hop passports are available now if you're interested. They're $20. $5 goes to the Breast Cancer Alliance. And then most of the stores in Iowa and Illinois do have nice discounts and things for you when you do visit and get your passport stamped. And what else am I missing, Diana? Can you think of anything?
Sounds good.
I guess I can tell everyone that tomorrow our video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be here at 9 o'clock instead of 9:30, and we're going to be making this coastal album. It says Paradise on the front. We're going to be making that start to finish. So it's probably going to be about an hour and a half video. If you are making it along with me, which I would love that if you want to, your homework would be to have all your papers pre-cut, and if you want to ink them, I would go ahead and ink your papers also. And we're going to get that set up, and we'll be here at 9 o'clock for that. You don't have to make it along. You've got directions and pictures, and if you like it and you decide, oh, I want to make that, we have 5 album kits left. So if you want to do that, we do have those available, and it will be here on our Facebook page. And this is kind of a fun album if you've been to the beach or the tropics or just had a lot of summer fun that you want to document. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow.